Hello everyone. I want to thank you all for taking time out of your day to listen to my informative speech. I know everything's going crazy with this whole coronavirus pandemic, but I'm wishing everyone the best financially, physically, and emotionally. Things are tough, but we'll get through them. So today I'll be giving my speech on how to maintain a happy and successful relationship. And what is a speech exactly, right? Well, a lot of us think speeches are just going up in front of a bunch of people and saying a bunch of words, but in this case, that's not exact. Right now, you're listening to me through a computer screen, but I'm still giving an informative speech, and you can take this advice that will change your life forever. So, dating is a part of all lives. Whether you've had a lot of dates, a little bit of dates, or you've been in long-term relationships your whole life, what is certain is that we will all go on a date at least at some point of our lives. Now, personally, when I was growing up, I was terrible with women, right? I was just bad. I could not communicate. I was not confident in myself, and that made me not want to go out and speak to women. So I would just stay home indoors, and I would look at everyone going out on dates, and eventually I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I got up and I decided to do something about it, right? And because of that, I found solutions to all these problems a lot of people are facing. Now, let's start talking about dating. So what is dating exactly, and how has it changed over time? So the way I describe dating is going out with someone that you're more attracted to than just a friend, whether that be going out to dinner, going out on a walk, going out to the movies, right? So a lot of people nowadays are saying dating has not changed whatsoever throughout history. That's not true whatsoever, because dating has changed a lot because of this technology. Because of apps such as Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble, the whole dating game has changed. You no longer have to go up to people and conversate with them through person or through text. Now you just go up on an app, you swipe left or swipe right, and that determines whether or not you have a date at the end of the week. Now, we can debate whether that's good or bad, but that's for a whole other day. Let's just keep moving forward for what we know with right now. So let's go on to the struggle. So a lot of people are struggling to seek relationships because they're trying to fill in a void that they got, whether that be depression or some other thing they're dealing with. And that's not so good, because when you get into relationships like that, you're just filling a void in, and this relationship will turn toxic, and it's not good, because eventually it's just going to explode, and you're going to be in a worse position than you ever were. So many people struggle to find dates because they lack the communication skills to speak to someone they're attracted to. They get up, they get nervous, their tongue starts getting twisted, they don't know what to say, so they just sit back down. That's not acceptable whatsoever. So now let's look into some solutions that I personally done throughout my life that has helped me a lot more. All right, so let's go on to the first step. The first step is self-love and self-improvement. So what is self-love exactly? The way I define self-love is going into a mirror, looking at it, analyzing, and really loving the person you are. Do you love the way you look? Do you love the way you speak? Well, if you don't, there's a solution to that. So the first solution is building confidence. So a lot of pickup artists, a lot of relationship coaches have tried to sell people confidence through so-called programs, so-called books, and so-called activities. But you can't just get confidence from buying it or acting it. You need to build it from the inside to the outside. So how do you build it? Well, one step is going to the gym. I was very skinny when I was a kid, and I just hated the way I looked, and that made me very unconfident. When I started going to the gym, I was gaining a little bit more weight, I was getting a little bit more muscle, and then I started liking the way I looked on the outside, which affected me the way I liked on the inside. And then I was able to go up to people because I felt confident and I knew they were going to accept my date. So the next step is improving your sexual market value. So what exactly is sexual market value, right? The way I describe it, and the way many other people describe it, is the way that people perceive you, the way if they attract you, and whether or not they want to date you. So if you're not very attractive on the outside, let's say you're overweight or you're underweight, and you don't really like that, how's someone else going to like that if you don't love the way you look, right? So now let's go on to the next step, which is communication. Communication is the biggest key to this speech, so please pay attention. So first off, you got to start a conversation. That sounds very silly because we're in a communication class. Since we're in this class learning how to communicate, it sounds very easy, but it's a lot harder when it's someone that you're really attracted to and you want to speak to and you don't want to mess up. So the first step is you want to communicate properly. So how do you communicate properly? There's 3 steps. You got to speak, you got to listen, you got to respond. So when you're speaking, you don't want to overspeak and go over the person, you want to hear what they're saying, hear the story they're telling you, so you can respond in a proper manner. So you can really attribute to the conversation. So after all that, and you're finally on a date, and you're starting a date, let's start maintaining a happy, successful relationship. So how do we do that? You got to be on the same page. If you're looking for a long-term relationship, and the person you're with is looking for a very short, or just looking for something else, it's not going to be a very suitable relationship for either of you. And it's just going to turn into something that eventually going to explode, and you're going to be in a big black hole. Right? The next thing is you want to grow with each other. Now, what's growing mean? Doesn't mean you got to be both millionaires or anything like that. It just means you're both going to motivate each other to want to be better, want to motivate each other to be healthier, and just live a better life together, grow together. And the last thing is communication. I cannot stress enough how important communication is. Communication is key to life. Communication is key to building relationships, and communication is key to being in a healthy, long, successful relationship with someone that you love. Now let's go over the main points, right? So we got self-love and self-improvement, how to build confidence, we have communication, how to properly conversate on a date, how to properly maintain a good, healthy relationship, how to grow with a partner, how to be on the same page with someone. So now that we learned all that, let's get out and let's get dating. Thank you so much for listening to my speech. Right here is my two audience members in the live. I want to thank you all so much and have a blessed day.